This tutorial will show you some of the features of how to use Voice Record Pro to record and submit playing tests. This is what the icon looks like. We're going to tap that to open up the program. And when you open it up, you may or may not see some files listed here. That doesn't really matter for our purposes for this tutorial. First thing to record your program is you're going to hit the record button in the upper right corner. When you do that, it's going to bring up a screen with a few options for recording quality. There's a low, medium, and a high setting. For the playing tests, we're going to want to always keep it on the high setting to get the best sound quality possible. Next, when you're ready to record, you would hit the start button. Now, I can't show you that because it will crash my mirroring software, but I do want to show you what it looks like on the VU meters. VU meters are located up here, and it shows you how good your signal is going into the iPad. You want the needle to be between 5 and 0 on the VU meter. If it goes into the red at all, it means that it's going to be a distorted sound, and you'll want to move the iPad further away from the sound source. So if you're playing an instrument, kind of maybe put it off to the side. However, if the needle is way on the left side here, it means that your sound is going to be too quiet, and you'll want to move the iPad closer to the sound source. Here's a demonstration of where the needle will be when it's a good signal, right around that 3 tick mark on the needle. Okay, so there you go. So once you are done with your playing tests, it'll pop up to this screen. The first thing we'd like you to do is to rename the file. So I'm going to swipe up to move all of these things down to almost the bottom to where it says rename file. I'm going to tap on that, and it's going to bring up today's date plus a random string of numbers. We want to get rid of the random string of numbers but keep the date. I'm going to tap before that, and I'm going to enter my Timothy Christian ID followed by a dash. That way I know I can sort it by whose name is in there, and then I know what date you recorded it on. And I'm going to tap OK. If you record a two-part assignment that includes perhaps a scale and an etude, and you record them as different files, you will not be able to submit both of those files as a playing test necessarily. To create them into one file, I'm going to tap the one just above that, append to another record. When I tap to that, it's going to bring up a list of all the other recordings that I could add to the current recording. I'm going to go ahead and tap the top one because that was my other recording. It'll work, and now that one recording will include both my scale and my etude. Next, I'm going to go up a little bit further, and I'm going to open with other apps so I can submit this as an assignment with Edmodo. I'm going to go ahead and tap on open with other apps and wait a moment. It's going to populate a list of the other apps that are available, and I'm going to scroll to open in Edmodo and tap that. Now, if I don't have the Edmodo app or I'm not logged in, it might not show my screen right away. In that case, I need to close Edmodo, go back to Voice Record Pro, tap open with other apps a second time, and then open Edmodo again. Now that I'm logged in, it'll pop up with a screen with 3 options. You're going to have to attach this to assignment, so tap the middle option. We want to turn in with an assignment, so tap the bottom option there. Now, I'm a teacher, so I don't have any assignments, but if I was a student, I would have all different assignments listed here by the teacher's last name. So you just have to find your teacher's name, then tap that assignment, and then choose a smiley face, and then you have submitted it. If you have a hard time or a problem uploading things through the Edmodo app, you can always submit an assignment just by simply emailing the file or files to your teacher. Right near the top, just under play, it says send by email. If you tap on that, I'm going to tap on audio because I just want to send the sound recording. If you send a movie, it just shows a screen that says Voice Record Pro. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but we only need the audio. And then I'm going to select email attachment. It's going to pop up another screen through our mail, the mail program. So just click on to and type in your teacher's last name at timothychristian.com. In my case, pelt@timothychristian.com. And you can send multiple recordings that way so that you know that your teacher has it. I hope this was a helpful tutorial. You can see that there's a few steps involved, but in the end it's a pretty easy process to master. and it sends files with really good sound quality and is really useful for doing playing tests in band.